In this video, we're going to share with you 3 ways that you can really transform your faith in humanity.
The first thing to do is to know where we are. In order to find a solution, you need to understand the problem first. We live in an age of information overload, and people are finding it hard to use discernment, to seek truth and knowledge. And honestly, the biggest problem is we are lacking genuine human connection. We live in a time where isolation is at an all-time high, even though we're more virtually connected than we ever have been. The sad thing is what people are often seeing on the media really only represents one side of the story, and honestly they're actually censoring a lot of the truth on purpose to really make way for confusion and chaos, and it's causing a huge divide in a lot of people, especially when you factor in that a lot of people are right now spending most of their time at home and maybe don't have great input coming inward, so they're spending most of their time around people on the news, on the media, things that they're seeing. So if they're not filtering their input or getting input from people that are actually speaking truth into their life, it's creating a lot of problems for people to understand what's truth, what's not truth, or really just to get a grasp on what the bigger picture is that's really going on here. To me, I think of it as kind of an evil agenda that's happening to divide the people, and we're seeing it in today's day and age really, really a lot right now.
Yeah, and I think that's an important point you bring up, Sybil. I think it's really key to remember where we've been. You know, if you look back over your life, my life, you know, there are good things and bad things that have happened, but humanity has really done a lot of cool stuff, right? You think about, you know, the penicillin and something like that just transformed health for so many people. And then you got some bad stuff, you got Hitler and all that crazy stuff too that's happened. But, you know, think back at all of the good things that have happened because of humanity. Think back to that community that we're creating, the Life Transformed community, where we've got people who are for you, not judging you, in harmony with you. Take stock in that versus some of that crazy stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that leads us to the next thing is know where we're going. Where focus goes, energy flows. So it's important to keep your eyes on the bright side. And that doesn't mean just pretending like all of this bad stuff isn't going on. That's not what we're suggesting. But it is important to understand that you get to choose where you put your energy and your focus and what is it that we're creating? What kind of future do we want to see? And really, the change starts with us. If you want to see people being better humans, well, what do? You need to be a better person yourself. That can happen in your daily life, in your daily relationships, and in the communities that you're involved with.
And I can share a personal testimony for me. I just recently moved from Nebraska to North Carolina 6 months ago. And because of my church community, I was able to go right into a situation where I didn't know anybody in this town. And 2 months later, I've got a thriving community of friends, and these folks are doing so many good things throughout Asheville area. I mean, it's just like you can see it. I've experienced it. People, when they work together, we all want to be loved. We all want to be honored for who we are. So take a look around and tap into, right, what is actually out there. And for me, tapping into a church community has been amazing.
Yeah, I love that. And one of the best ways that you can restore your faith in humanity is by paying it forward, being of assistance. I always love the saying, when you see a problem happening or chaos going on in the world, look for the helpers. Honestly, there's people doing good things in the world all over the place. And just because the media isn't putting it out there and it's not the story that, you know, the masses are seeing, it doesn't mean that it's not going on. It doesn't mean that we aren't making these beautiful, massive steps forward for humanity. It just means that maybe that isn't what's being represented. So keep doing the good things, keep paying it forward, and you really will start to see humanity change as a whole as we continue to grow and continue to forge that path forward to goodness. If you like the content that we shared and you found value in that, be sure to like and subscribe and ring that little bell.
We will see you the next time on the journey from isolation to community, where freedom awaits beyond.